So those of you who wish to join the panelists who are there in the attendee list, you can please accept the invitation. Namaste everyone. As usual, we begin with 3 ohms. So let's take a deep breath in. So let's bring our usual disclaimer. When you attend this session, you do so with the understanding you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and I and our volunteers don't take any responsibility towards the outcome of your participation here. With that understanding, we begin. So please make sure you exercise caution and do only within your abilities. And please make sure you follow the rule of yoga. There can be no strain in any practice of yoga. Everything should be mild stimulation. That is the goal of yoga. Keeping that in mind, bring your awareness to the perineum. We begin the chakra vibration. As we squeeze at the perineum, pressing on the little finger with the thumb, we begin with Lam. Take a deep breath in. Lam. Release the fingers. Continue. Lam. Last time. Lam. Now, bring the awareness an inch or so above the perineum, behind the pubic area. and there we do Vam, pressing on the ring finger with the thumb. Now release the fingers and continue. Now bring the awareness behind the navel in the middle of the body, and as we draw in at the navel, we do Ram, pressing on the middle finger. Release the fingers, continue. Bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here we do yum, pressing on the index finger with the thumb.
Yum.
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 Yum. Release the fingers, continue. Bring your awareness to the throat, and here we do hum, thumbs up, loose fist. Release the hand, continue. the awareness to the middle of the head, and there we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist.
Chum.
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 Release the hand, continue. Top of the head, we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Om. Release the hands, continue. last time. Om. One more time. I have a question for all of you. You can show by raising your hand. How many of you are affected by the allergy season now, the spring allergies? Raise your hand. Okay, among those who raised the hand, how many of you felt a difference from this chakra vibration? It took a lot longer than usual. Do you find something that makes you feel lighter and better with this? How many of you felt that? Very nice, very nice. Thank you. So perhaps that is the reason we spent so long in doing this chakra vibration. Okay. So let's proceed. Thank you so much for the response. Let's go on to our Ujjayi Pranayama, our happy face breathing. Those of you who know it, please proceed. And those of you who need instructions, bring the awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth that connects into the neck. Focusing there, make a big smile. And as you inhale, feel like there is a mild sucking sensation at the bottommost part of the mouth where you should feel a slight stretch by keeping the big smile. And when you exhale, feel like a reverse sensation. So please continue. Let's continue the Ujjayi along with shoulder rotations. Inhale, lift up the shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Last inhalation with shoulder rotation and last exhalation. Now we continue the Ujjayi with palms at the chest in Namaskar position. As you inhale, lift up your chin, stretch upward and backward. And as you exhale in Ujjayi, bring the hands around you and slowly keeping the chin down, bring the hands down. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now make a fist that is inward into your chest and chin down. And as you inhale, stretch out the hands, palms perpendicular to the forearm as you lift up your head and stretch all the way. Inhalation Ujjayi and exhalation also in Ujjayi. So please continue. As you continue this, you can do mentally Haim as you inhale, and as you exhale, you can do Haim Nam, Haim Nam, Haim Nam. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we will do Kapalbhati for 1 minute followed by 10 Brahmaris. So let's continue. Take a deep breath in, hold the compressed breath, and then begin the quick exhalations. Now we will do 10 breaths of Brahmari, the humming, closing the ears and then the other fingers. If anybody have questions on it, you can feel free to ask. Otherwise, I assume everybody knows it. Last time. Now we can go on to the neck exercises. As you exhale, gently tilt your head, bringing one ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt towards the other shoulder. Inhale, come back up, and continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Now we will turn to the four sides, the right, left, and back. We do the sound ah, chin down, we do the sound ma. So when we twist, it's not only the neck, but the entire torso. So take a deep breath in. First round, we do 3 times. Take a deep breath in, turn to the right. To the left. To the back. Now chin to the chest. Now we go on to the second round, twice in each direction to the right. To the left. To the back. Chin to the chest. Last round, once in each direction, to the right. To the left. To the back. Chin to the chest. Bring the awareness to the head. We do ah or om, whichever you prefer, 3 times. Om. 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 Now we will go around the 360 degrees around the neck. So bring the chin down to the chest as you inhale, rotate one way, inhale half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle, and continue. Last exhalation, and let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now stretch out the fingers in front of you, your hands, and as we inhale, we stretch up the palms perpendicular to the forearm and stretch out the fingers as wide as possible. Exhale, thumb into the palm and a downward facing fist. Inhale up and mentally you can vibrate Haim, Haim, Haim. And as you exhale, fist down, Haim Nam, Haim Nam, Haim Nam. Last exhalation. Now we go around the wrist. Inhale half a circle and exhale, complete the circle. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Elbows in line with the shoulders. As you inhale, go around the wrist, opening out the palms, and as you exhale, make the fist and come in again. And continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Interlock the fingers and bring it behind the head and stretch back your shoulders. And then as you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come back and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. Get hold of the elbows behind the head. As you exhale, pull on one elbow. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, pull on the other elbow. Inhale, come back up and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. Bring your hands behind the back. Get hold of the elbows. Take a deep breath in. Expand the chest, pull back the shoulders, and as you exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come back and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. Now bring the hands behind your hips, and as you inhale, push on one hand and make a backward arch. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, push on the other hand and make a backward arch. And exhale, come forward and continue. Be aware of the sensations and stretches you feel in the hips. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we can cross one leg over the other, get hold of the knees, and as you exhale, pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder and turn the head the other way. Inhale, release, and bring it down, and continue. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Inhale, release. Now cross the other leg over. And as you exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, pull and turn and inhale, come. Now we can stand up, and as we inhale, we bend at the knees, and if you have a difficulty in keeping balance, you can hold on to a chair or something. So as we inhale, down, exhale up. Last inhalation, last exhalation. We will skip the next usual exercise for the last. Now we will do the pelvic bend. And those of you who don't have good balance, you can be seated and you can do that. Get hold of your hands behind your back. Take a deep breath in, pulling back the shoulders, expand the chest, lift up the chin and lean backward. And stay there. Inhale and exhale into the stretch you feel in the bottommost part of the spine, in the buttocks, the hips. Inhale and exhale into that stretch. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, come up and lean forward, keeping the chin up and the shoulder pulled back. Inhale and exhale into the stretch you feel from the hips all the way to the feet. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your hands down towards the floor. Another deep breath in. As you exhale, twist to the left and bring the weight onto the left leg. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, turn to the right and feel the weight on the right leg. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, come back to the middle. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, drop the head down towards the knee. And as you inhale, come up. Now, Amma, stand up. Amma, stand up. And now we will do the exercise we missed. Hold on. And separate out your feet comfortably apart, and we go around the hips. Inhale half a circle. Exhale, complete the circle. And continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last exhalation. Now we can take the seat and we can do the alternate nostril breathing for 1 minute. Begin inhalation from left nostril, exhale to the right, inhale to the right, exhale to the left, continue. Once you have completed the last cycle, we are ready for Bhastrika. Let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Interlock the fingers and we do the Ujjayi Kumbhaka. And after we do that, we won't do the Brahmari. We'll do something else. So just the Ujjayi Kumbhaka. Let's go on to the next round of Bhastrika. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. exhale. 3, exhale. 4, exhale. 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, exhale. 8, exhale. 9, exhale. 10, exhale. 11, exhale. 12, exhale. 30, exhale. 40, exhale. 50, exhale. 60, exhale. 70, exhale. 80, exhale. 90, exhale. 20, exhale. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by no Bhramari, just Ujjayi Kumbhaka. Now, just for 1 minute, visualize a rising vibration from your throat going out of the top of the head, and visualize that vibration as simply 2 syllables. Hum nam, hum nam, hum nam, hum nam. This is for people for whom allergies are affecting the upper respiratory tract. Now we can go on to the last round of Bhastrika. Let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. exhale, 50, exhale, 60, exhale, 70, exhale, 80, exhale, 90, exhale, and 20, exhale. Interlock the fingers, do a Ujjayi Kumbhaka, and now we'll follow it with one Brahmari. Now we get ready for meditation. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything, I let go of everything, I let go of everything. As you let go of everything, feel your body, maybe the shoulder, feel lighter. And if you have a personal method of meditation, you can do that. Otherwise, visualize a rising vibration from behind the lowermost part of the sternum, going through you and out of the top of the head. And that rising vibration feels like 3 syllables. Haim Im Om, Haim Im Om, Haim Im Om. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, become aware of your senses from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. And whenever you're ready to open your eyes, raise the palm of your hands and look straight into the palm of your hands. If you don't find any sensitivity, you can rub the palm of your hands, bring it over the eyes and look in, and you'll find some sensitivity come. So with that, we complete the practice part of our session today, and today being Sunday, we are open for any discussion, questions. So let me see if anybody is there in the attendee list who may want to join in. Then yes, you're welcome to join in also. So please accept the invitation if you want to be part of the conversation. And feel free to go ahead and speak up. Yes, all of you can unmute. Ashokji, go ahead.
Dr. Rajan, sorry. Dr. Rajan, thank you very much for all the yoga sessions. You've always been great and always patient. I have one simple question. When you do the meditation, what your mind should be focused on what?
Okay, I'll answer that question. Ashokji, go ahead. You had a question.
Some time ago, you had probably explained the significance of chanting Om in the background while doing meditation.
Yes.
Can you repeat that, please?
Certainly. So I'll answer both the questions. That is, what should you be focused on when you're meditating? And this importance of what is Om, this thing, I'll answer both the questions. But I do have one question for everyone before we take it forward. How many people over here have, many of you I know have been doing this long term. How many of you here have tried to tell friends, come join this free yoga session, it will be good for your health? Raising your hands? Okay. So now it looks like majority of you have been doing that, right? Okay. So now I'm going to ask you another question. You know that what happens is each time you feel like calling someone or telling them, you don't feel like going and repeating the same message again and again, right? You tell them once, okay, but then you don't want to belabor them with telling them each time again and again. Now, we have thought of something, and I want to take feedback from you as to whether it is meaningful or not. I don't know how many of you know that for there are political people, they send yard signs to their supporters that look like this, which can sit on your lawn in front of your home. It's a very simple wire stand where, it is actually made out of corrugated plastic where you can put in, and this kind of a board sits over there. And if you like, what can be done is that kind of a board with some kind of a message with yoga that looks like, say, it'll look like some message, like, for example, here, you have a message like free online gentle yoga for better health at lifeinyoga.org, or join us for free online gentle yoga at lifeinyoga.org. So you can have something like this. So the question I have in my mind is, within the 40 of you who are over here, how many of you, I recognize that some of you may not have a nice lawn in front of your home, and others may have restriction related to homeowner associations and things. But how many of you would want to put a sign like this in front of your yard? Let me have a show of hands. 1, I have. Ashok, 2. Okay, 3 I see over there. Okay. Anybody else among the people who are not showing up on the video? You can just show the hands up on there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 of you out of the 40. My estimate was correct that about 10% of you will be in a position to put this in Actually, I see a few more hands, so 6, 7. So if you are willing to put that in, we are going to propose this to our executive team, and our creative team is working on putting what kind of concepts to put in. So next Sunday, we will look at what the creative team comes up with, and with the approval of our executive team, after it has done, then we will come back, take feedback from you, and then we can consider putting this yard sign. Yes, Sundaraji, you have a thought?
I have also a suggestion.
Yes.
Some of us cannot put this yard sign.
I know.
So there are some flyers that we can stick in the boards in places there, wherever we go, like the gyms or homeowners and things like that. So a flyer with the same thing will probably also help.
Excellent suggestion. So we will develop that kind of a flyer too. Would you like me to recommend, tell us what size you would like of the flyer?
I have a flyer for something else around this size.
So like a letter size page, right?
Yes, a letter size page. That should be good enough to put it in a board or in an elevator or even in places that we visit. And it's easy to give it to friends too.
Okay. So that too we can take care of. We will take this way. So let's see where it goes. We want to share the message with more people. Now coming back to the 2 questions here. Any comments before I go to the 2 questions? Okay. So the first question was, where should you focus when you are meditating? Actually, this question is not a singular answer for everyone, because everyone is different, and everyone has, because of the karma kleshas, the programs within us that are there, each one of us reacts slightly differently. So, and this is where the Yoga Sutras is very clear, that for some people, they may need to have a different starting point. And so when you focus on, when you are working on meditation, the first step is, we have to understand is, no matter what meditation you do, the mind will wander. No matter where you focus. In fact, when we do our meditation here, we are saying only focus on the mantra, the vibration, right? Don't keep any focus anywhere in the body or anywhere. Only visualize you're hearing the mantra in your mind, right? And where is the mind? The mind is not even there in the body. It's outside the body. So simply focus on the vibration of the mantra. You're mentally like listening to the mantra, like the mantra is playing somewhere. You're just listening to it and feeling the vibration of the mantra. That's all there is to it. Now, when you do this, it is inevitable that the mind is going to wander. The mind is not going to sit in one place. What will happen is, this is what in the Yoga Sutra it says, based upon the programs within you, your sanskaras, what can happen is, so the mind may go into different places. Doesn't matter. Let it go. Once the vibration has, you become aware that the mind has wandered, that is the time you decide, okay, I'll come back to my mantra. 1 second. So in other words, just like I had a distraction over here, the mind gets wandered, but then the moment you realize it has wandered, you come back and just keep visualizing you're hearing that same mantra again and again. So this is the point of focus. So Dr. Suman Chabra or Dr. Om Chabra asked the question. So the answer is that you come back. Each time the mind wanders and you realize it has wandered, don't get upset to yourself. It is natural. You bring back your mind again to focusing only on the vibration of the mantra. Don't focus anywhere in a part of a body or anywhere. Automatically it will take you, it may take you above the top of the head or wherever. If it goes, that's fine. But just focus on hearing the sound within yourself. Now, There'll be people for whom, and actually you should not have this problem if you do the Bhastrika properly along with everything else. Now, some of you may have an issue where there may be other household people over there, where there may be certain amount of distraction that may come from others, but I suspect it is very few among you folks over here. If that happens, then in which case, while you do your Bhastrika or whatever, if you get distracted, then the meditation may not be as good. But if you're not distracted, what will happen is you can just be in that quietness, and every time the mind wanders, bring it back to the place where you're listening to the sound. That's all. So Dr. Chhabra, did I answer the question for you?
Yes, sir, you did. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay. So now, now I'm going to extend the question a little further to include more people. What happens is, for many people, even though we are doing these practices, to sit and keep the focus on the mantra is difficult. So under those circumstances, what we suggest is, while in this platform you do that, try to do that, during the morning hours when you go for a walk, do what we call as walking meditation. In walking meditation, you're keeping your awareness on your breath, and mentally you're visualizing that as you inhale with 2 steps and you exhale with 4 steps or something like that. So you keep it as a rhythm, you keep your awareness in your rhythmic breathing and whatever senses you feel within you. Don't let the distraction of outside take your awareness elsewhere. So if you're doing group walking and chatting with people, that's a bad idea. And you don't want to be walking in places where there is a lot of crowd. You don't want to be walking in a place where the pavement over there where you're walking may have too many impediments like holes and things. Walk in a place where that is reasonably quiet and safe. But then, of course, you're expected to keep your eyes open, at least looking downward towards the floor, so that making sure that you don't put your foot in any wrong place that can get you into trouble. So that is a recommendation I will make for some of you who find that to do meditation is very difficult. The daily morning meditation, this walking meditation, will be a good practice to supplement. And over a period of a year or 2, you will find that you're able to focus better. Okay. So now coming back to the next question, the question related to the role of Om. The role of Om, the best way to understand this, you see, sometimes when we are in discussion, I say things that are not planned or thought of. And I know Mr. Ashok Gupta and some of the others were there at the retreat last year, but you were not there this year. But this year when we were at the retreat, when I was explaining Om, I said, Om, actually, when I was explaining meditation, I was saying the whole concept of meditation and how you progress is very well expressed in the Chandogya Upanishad. In the Chandogya Upanishad, the first chapter, first section says, when you're in balance with Sama and when you're integrated, with the balance of the Sama and the Rik together, that's what it says. Then when you invoke the Udgita is the word that is used in the Chandogya Upanishad for Om. Om is considered, Udgita is the sound that is used. So with Sama and the Rik as the base, if you use the Udgita, it leads you to the highest. That is how the statement is made in the Chandogya Upanishad. So what do you mean by the highest? When we mean by the highest, what we talk about is our existence is at 3 levels. The level that we understand the 3-dimensional world, where the 3-dimensional world of the physical being and all the electromagnetic vibrations, those are all in the 3-dimensional world. Above that is the what we call as the spiritual world, where you have all the spirits, the devatas, the rishis, the departed souls, and the place from where you came before you were born, and where most people go when they leave their body. That is the space of spirits. And then even beyond that is the source of the creator, of God or Purusha or Sattva Purusha as used in the Yoga Sutras, or Ishvara as it's called in the Yoga Sutras. So most of you here in this tradition can relate. When we do the concept of Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, Bhuva refers to Bhu refers to the physical world, Bhuva to the spiritual world, and Swa to the Purusha or God level. This is what we refer to with the Om. So now in the Chandogya Upanishad, when it says with Sama and Rik as the base, with Udgit you reach the highest, what does it really mean? When we do our daily practices here, where we begin with all the chakra vibrations, the spinal alignment and breathing practices, what are we trying to do? We are trying to bring balance within our physical being. And that balance is the Sama. Whereas what happens is, when we use our personal mantra, which is the harmonic vibration, if the personal mantra, which is a harmonic vibration, which is the equal and opposite of all the programs that are running within you, the vibrations that the programs cause within you, that will lead you into connection into the Rita. The Rita is the cosmic flow. So the Rik, when it is correct for you, the right Rik for you, will connect you into the cosmic flow. So from the Sama, or attaining peace or balance within yourself, that is the first step of meditation, or beginning meditation. You're building the floor. Then in the next step, you open the connectivity from yourself and you connect into the spiritual world. And then, having connected into the spiritual world, when there is stillness over there, when you use Omkara, it reaches you into the state of Purusha. And as we understand from the Yoga Sutras and from all our spiritual documents, sentient beings like us have two connections. One connection to the spiritual world is into what is called Prakriti, the world of spirits. And then we have a secondary connection that is independent of that goes into Ishvara or the Purusha. So in that Purusha connection can be activated only when the other connection silences and does not interfere. So the goal of yoga in meditation is that when we are able to use our personal mantra and connect into the level of spirits, then when we use Om behind over there, it will elevate you and connect you into the Purusha, as the Chandogya Upanishad says. So Ashokji, did I answer the question?
Muted myself. Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
Okay. So any other questions from anyone, or any discussions you would like to have?
Dr. Rajan?
Yes.
When you are doing any yoga we are doing, always we give importance to 3 numbers like Om, Shanti, 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 or you say we'll start with 3 Oms. Why we always give so much importance to number 3?
We have already answered that question. Bhu, Bhuva, Swa.
So, okay.
Right.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Dr. Rajan, I have a question, please.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you that when you're putting the meditation, Om and vibration, is it okay to do verbally Om? Because when I do verbally, my mind is connected in a way that it doesn't disturb. But when I'm just listening, then the mind goes here and there. Is it okay to do like speak Om?
I will answer that question.
Thank you very much.
The thing is, basically what happens is, for a mind that is prone to wandering, by using external elements that won't let the mind wander, like walking meditation, or even from like chanting, verbally chanting as opposed to silence, that is okay. That is basically considered the beginning state. However, as long as we are dealing with the physical vibrations of the world, it cannot it is much more difficult to transcend into the spiritual plane or this plane of God, of Purusha. So what happens is, we treat this kind of an approach of chanting along as the early way for you to slowly bring the quietness and within your body to be able to reach a plane where you can keep complete silence within, but yet feel the vibration within. So whatever is right for you, that is what is right for you.
Thank you
I have
very
a
much.
question.
Yes.
The speed of Om is kind of slow, whereas your mantra, I'm in Om, is at a different speed. So
Okay.
what should we be following? If you follow the speed of your mantra, the Om kind of goes in the background.
Yeah,
Is that a
actually,
better
that
way
is
of
the
doing
right thing. The Om should be in the background where you don't even worry about it or care about it.
Okay.
Your mantra is what matters. And the speed, as you said, if you ask the question over here, and if each person tried to, verbalize the speed at which they are hearing, you'll find everybody has a different speed. And what happens is, the speed is entirely your personal being where you feel your zone of comfort. Right? But that is where you should be focused on vibrating. The Om can be something you can ignore if it's in the background, but it will kind of have a special effect when you ignore and you don't let it disturb you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Vikram, go ahead.
I was just wondering, the events that have occurred so far are in line with cosmic flow, or it can be away from the cosmic flows? Was the question? I don't know.
Okay. See, the way Yoga Sutra explains is very simple. All the events that have happened to you so far is all the product of our karmas and kleshas, right? So whatever has happened to you, by reacting to it, you can create more karmas that will lead you for further things that will happen. So what happens is, if you think back what happened in the last 1 year, it may be as a result of something from a previous lifetime, or it could be a result of something that happened 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 years back. But what happens is, as the Yoga Sutra says, that the rules by which Prakriti operates, that is something that is the rules of the law of karma. It is basically a set thing, and it takes care of itself as it unfolds.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else? Well, we still have 7 minutes to go, and if there are no questions, we can finish off early today.
All right. I was going to ask extend since we have time.
Yes.
I mean, I know you mentioned before how to surrender to the God. I was just wondering if you could elaborate so we can surrender to the God in a more practical way, I guess, to follow. I mean, listening in words sounds simple, but I was just wondering how we can actually practice that.
Okay. Essentially, there are 3 levels by which you can approach this. First is for a person who does not have any strong faith in any religion or whatever. They can mentally think in terms of letting go. Letting go means what? It means we recognize we don't have control about everything in our life. We recognize we have, when people were born, we see we are all born as babies, and how they come, how the womb produces that, all of that, in many ways is beyond the scope. You can say, the egg and the sperm come together to form the zygote and all of that. But nevertheless, how does it happen? Where is the force by which it happens? Those all remain quite a bit of mystery. And in fact, even fertility experts say, just because you bring a egg and a sperm together, not always a zygote will form. In fact, one fertility expert told me that if the vibration is not right, the sperm will come near the egg, but it will go right over there, just fall asleep. It won't move and merge with the zygote. So whatever it is this area of us realizing that there is something beyond that controls everything, and everything is not in our control. So the idea of letting go is the first stage for somebody who does not have any strong belief in a sense of God or religion or anything like that. At the next level, what happens is, depending upon the family background, the culture in which you have grown up and things like that, from your childhood, your parents take you to the temple, or in your own home, you have a little altar over there where your mother and your parents, father, they light a lamp and they are doing some small prayer and namaskar in that position. All of these makes you think, whatever way you have been conditioned, you believe in some form of God in some name and form. And that name and form God is in the nature of spirit. They are in the zone of Prakriti. So the key part is, this is where it is said among many yoga practitioners, to keep your practice steady, having a faith in your family deity, or the deity of your village or whatever. These are very helpful for you to keep your discipline to move forward. Mm-hmm. However, the highest way in which of letting go is to that which is beyond name and form. So in other words, if you come from a perspective of, going to a temple or a church or wherever else you're going, and you have the concept of God, this form or whatever, finally you let go of all of that beyond name and form. And as described in the Yoga Sutras, that God is the source of everything, that's all we know. But it's beyond name and form, and God is the source that connects to all sentient beings in the form of Chetana, is the source of all knowledge of everything, unsurpassed knowledge of everything. That is all you can visualize, but it is beyond name and form. So these are the three levels in which, according to where you are, you can you can surrender to God in the form of Ishvara Pranidhana, whether in the letting go form or with faith in some form of deity related to your family or culture you come from, or finally letting go of it in the beyond to that state that is beyond name and form.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, so looks like we have run out of questions. So namaste everyone, and see you all tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajan. It was very useful and informative. Thank you.